Hey there, my lovelies. It's Lillyvette with Flow for Balance. Today we are going to do a runner's stretch. It's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes. Anybody can do this stretch as well. You don't necessarily have to be a runner, but you will go ahead and benefit if you are a runner as well. What do you need for this practice? You're going to need your yoga mat. You are going to have an option to use blocks if you feel like you might benefit from using blocks. And of course, most importantly, your beautiful self. Go ahead and round those things up, and I'll see you here in a few minutes. Welcome back. This is Lillyvette, and today we're going to do a runner's stretch. It is an overall 30 to 40 minute stretch, and it's going to be yummy and wonderful for everyone. Let's go ahead and start in seated, rest easy Sukhasana pose. Your hands can be palms down or palms up, you choose. Taking some grounding breaths, perhaps starting with an intention or an affirmation. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Shoulders, hips in line with one another. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One more time, just like that. Now finding your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Relaxing the jaw and the face, letting the shoulders just drift away from the ears. Let's try and go a little bit inward. Become present. Let's let go of everything else that is going on around us and take advantage of this experience right now, right here. Let's let go of any judgments or criticisms. Knowing and realizing that we are not perfect. And today we are going to do the best that we can, right? That is all that we can do. Let's take a couple more breaths here. If your eyes are closed, gently bring them open. And let's inhale, looking up toward the ceiling, making sure that you are thinking about your neck and its capability and ability, right? To taking it to its level of comfort. Take a deep inhale again. And then exhaling, bringing the chin down to the chest. Now let's go breath to movement. Inhale, look up. And then exhaling down. A couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And when the chin comes down, maybe doing some half moon circles. If you feel comfortable doing some full circles, please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just stay right here where you are in half moon circles. Deep inhale, bringing your chin down to the chest. And on the exhale, chin back to neutral. Let's inhale, open the arms. And then exhale, palms together. Inhale, open the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, and then exhale back together. One more time. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale back together. Awesome. So we're going to come into dragonfly. We're going to open out the legs to your level of comfort. Flexing the toes. If you want to have right here your block or a couple of blocks or even a cushion or a bolster, you can do that. Keeping your toes nice and flexed, engaging the knees, making your quads become active, right? Try not to let the toes or the feet come forward. So if this is where you feel most comfortable, stay right here. It doesn't matter how low you can come. The stretch is wanting for you to be really active and engaging this stretch right here. Taking a nice deep inhale. Wherever you are comfortable is where you're going to stay. Your toes are active, your quads are nice and active. So you feel that your knees are coming toward you, your kneecaps. Deepen the breath. If you can walk your hands further out, go ahead and do that. Relaxing the face and the jaw. So if you have an intention or an affirmation, this is where you start to think about that to help you to connect breath, intention, and pose, making everything come full circle for you. Becoming aware of this experience and being present to what is happening now. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk over to the right. Maintain your toes nice and flexed. And just coming forward to your level of comfort. You feel that your face starts to get a little tension in it. Maybe jiggle the jaw or open and close the mouth. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, let's walk it over to the opposite side now. On an exhale, taking it down to your level of comfort. Remember, it doesn't matter how low, how high you are. This is your stretch, your practice. nice deep inhale, looking at your toes, and on the exhale, walking it back. All right, let's go ahead and come onto our knees. I like to use a blanket to just pad my knees. You can use a blanket, whatever is available to you. Your shoulders and your wrists are in line with one another, and your knees and your hips as well in line with one another. Go ahead and extend your right foot back, curling those toes under, pushing the weight of the body back, getting a nice calf stretch here. Lifting up and away from the mat. Engaging the core as you do this. So you're lifting up and away, engaging your core, pushing back into the toes, really stretching that calf, gastrocnemius. Really feeling this here. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, lift that leg up. Keep your hips nice and square. Let's work on the glute muscles here and lift, exhaling every time that you lift here. And 3, 2, 1, and bring that knee into the chest and really curve the spine. And then let that knee come down. Give it a little wiggle here. So resetting the body and taking it to the opposite side now. Taking that left leg back, curl the toes under, pushing away from the mat, and engaging the core as you push back. Lengthening the breath, becoming aware of how the body feels, not necessarily judging where the body is or criticizing it, but just becoming aware of how it feels at this moment. How does the calf feel? As you push away, how does that feel? Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, let's lift that leg up. Make sure that your hips are nice and square, and then pulsing to the top, working on the glutes. Don't forget to breathe. Sometimes we hold our breath. And 2, and 1. Bring the knee in toward the chest. Nice exhale here. And then inhale and release. Give it a little wiggle. Take a nice deep inhale, really spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Curl the toes under. And then on an exhale, lift up from the hips and then push back. Really feel that your hands completely are pushing you back. Feel how you lengthen the spine here. Really extend the back long. If you don't have your heels completely down, it does not matter. So you might have this bend here, but what I'm really looking for is for you to really extend your back nice and long. Now maybe try and push your heels a little bit. You might have some shaking, that's fine, don't worry about it. And then focus on really extending your spine. Pedal the feet. Lengthen the breath. Once again, try to go and see if you can push the heels down as far as you can and lengthen the spine. So push away from the mat, lift the hips up, lengthen the spine. Deepen the breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Bring the knees down. Let's go ahead and come into Sphinx pose. All 10 toenails into the mat. Maybe bring your elbows back so they're more in line with your shoulders. Hold it right here. So lift up from the torso, roll the shoulders back and down. Your eyes can be opened or closed, you decide. Perhaps your knees will come up off the mat, maybe they don't. Couple more breaths here in Sphinx pose. Now go ahead and shift your weight over to the left and reach back with your right hand, and let's get a nice quad stretch. Breathe into this quad stretch. You might have run and you feel that your quads are really tight. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and give it a good stretch. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Bring that right elbow down. Let's shift the weight over to the right elbow and then reach back and let's stretch the left side. Remember, you're lifting up and not sinking down, right? So lift up, give it a good stretch here. Deepen the breath, relax the face. You might find that as you're making yourself aware of each side on your body, that one side feels a little more flexible than the other. Not judging, just becoming aware of where you are, right? Taking a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, releasing, bringing your hands down, hands underneath the shoulders. Take the elbows, bring them in. We're going to do a couple of rolling cobras. So inhale, come up, and then exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Maybe coming a little taller on the last one. Inhale up, and then exhale down. Go ahead and curl the toes under. This time, take it all the way back. So if you are a runner, and really anyone, because we spend so much time standing, right? If you're a runner, your toes might be really getting a lot of pounding in your tennis shoes. And as we stand so much, we really don't do anything that is significant for the toes. This can be a little bit of a painful pose. We are going to make sure we have a lot of real estate underneath your toes, so make sure that you spread your toes out a little bit. If this is where you are today and this is all you can do as you apply a little pressure on your toes, then that's fine, right? You're going to take it to the level that you can be today. If you can be right here, that's fine. If you can be right here in toes pose, perfect. going to take a few breaths right here. This is a great place to focus on your intention or your affirmation. Your affirmation might be, I am strong, or I love myself. Whatever it is, focus on that. If at any time you need to pull back and pull away, please do so. Otherwise, continue to work on this with me. 5 more breaths. Last 2 breaths. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale through parted lips. Bringing your hands down and bringing some ease to your toes. Go ahead and put some taps right here. Let your feet lay flat. We're going to go ahead and work on the feet in a different manner. Go ahead and bring your hands back. Lift the knees if this is in your practice, and hold it here. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Release to the front. We're gonna do a little seat here, and what I want you to do is just give yourself a little love with your hand onto your feet. And then on the opposite side, a little massage onto the feet as runners. I doubt that many of us do this to ourselves. Turn your feet over. Take your thumb, run it along the center part of your foot 3 times each side. 1 more time on this side. And release. Let's go to the opposite foot. Do it again. And last time here. Awesome. Let's go and head on into down dog. Onto our knees. Spread your fingers out wide, nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, push on up. Remember, lengthen the spine, really push up through your hips and your bottom, and then press out and away from the mat. Feel the spine lengthen, and now pedal it out again. This should feel really good on the feet. Nice deep inhale. Let's go ahead and take that right foot and bring it on the outside of that right hand. Bring the back knee down. So let's go ahead and heel toe a little bit toward the inside. So lifting up really tall. If you wanted to use blocks, this is where I said your blocks were optional. You can do that. Otherwise, clasp your hands on top of your thigh and allow for your left hip flexor to get a nice stretch here as you lift from the ribs up nice and high along your torso, and then your shoulders and your back rolling back and down. So you have a really nice posture right here. Deepen the breath, relax the face. thinking about that intention. Trying to be present right here on this mat. Your experience here really counts today. Allow for yourself to come perhaps a little further to the front. Take a nice deep inhale and then exhale. Bring it back into half splits pose, really flexing your right toes. You can stay high or you can go ahead and come down to your level of comfort. Deep inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and walk it forward. Heel toe now back to the edge of your mat. You can stay high here. If you have blocks, you can bring your elbows onto your blocks, or you can go ahead and take it down onto your elbows on the mat, and then try and take that foot right on the outer edge of that foot. Up to you. You have a few choices, staying high, coming onto some blocks, coming onto the elbows on the mat. You decide what works for you. When you let that knee open out, working on that hip, loosening up that area. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, let's go ahead and push that knee out just a little bit more. Lean back into that, going on the opposite side. Nice deep inhale. Bring the foot nice and flat. You're going to keep that space that you have in between. Inhale the arm up and over. If you can bring it over a little bit, creating a little bit of space here between your thigh and your torso. Nice deep inhale and then exhale down. Now heel toe the foot in. Nice deep inhale and then exhale. Try and squeeze that thigh in. Curl the back toes under and lift. Nice deep inhale and then exhale. Take it down. Bring that knee back. Nice deep inhale and then exhale, lifting into down dog. Maybe pedal it out. Once again, lengthen the spine here. Deep inhale and then exhale, taking the left foot right there by that left hand. Left knee coming down. Looking forward, pushing your heart forward. And now heel toe back towards center. Bring your hands on top, on blocks, you decide. So nice posture here, rolling the shoulders back and down. Heart pushes forward. And then you're coming forward a little bit to where you're really feeling that right hip flexor really stretching and moving. Deepen the breath. Balancing everything out now. Right side, left side. Perhaps allowing for the body to move forward a little more as you deepen that hip flexor stretch. Take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, let's push the hips back, flexing the left toes, coming into your half splits pose. Where is it that you want to be? Nice and high, or coming a little closer to that left leg? Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, let's bring it forward. Heel toe that foot out to the edge of your mat. Remember, you can stay nice and high here. You can bring the elbows to blocks, or you can bring it all the way down here onto your mat. Let that left foot come down onto the outer edge if you can do that. Opening out the hip just a little bit more. Nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, come up onto your hands. Foot is flat, leaving it just where it is. You are balancing on that right hand. Inhale the left arm up. If you want to bring it over just a little bit and get a little more of a stretch, rolling that left shoulder back, you can do that. You can look up to the thumb if it bothers your neck. You can look down, you decide. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale that hand down. Now heel toe that foot in more toward the center line. Inhale, arm up. Now squeezing that left thigh in toward the body. Curl the right toes under and lift the right knee if you want. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Taking it down. Bring that left knee back. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Last time down dog here. Lengthen the spine, push away from the mat. Lift the hips up. Try to push your heels down as much as you can. Stop any judgments or criticism if you feel that your heels aren't coming down enough for you. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, bring it down. Let's get the soles of our feet together. Using your elbows to push your knees down. If it's very uncomfortable, you can take those blocks and put them on the outer edges of your knees. Otherwise, just join me right here. Lift up nice and tall in your torso. Deep inhale, and then on the exhale, coming forward, rounding the shoulders. If you need to have a block in front of you to place your forehead, or a couple of blocks, you can do that. Deep inhale, and then exhale, push up. Let's extend the legs long. Inhale the arms up, and then on the exhale, forward fold. Your level of comfort, knees as bent or as straight as you need them to be. Inhale, and then exhale, walk it back. We're going to come into a Navasana. Your Navasana can be this way. It can be this way. I'm going to show you various poses for your Navasana. It can also be on your elbows. It depends where you are in your practice. It can be this way, right? Like I said, it can be this way, where you allow yourself to come back at arm's length. It can be this way. You choose. It can be this way. Lots of options, all right? So I'm gonna just go with my knees bent. So getting our core nice and strong here. Deepen the breath, relax the face. Four, five, four, three, two, one. Coming into rest easy Sukhasana pose. Nice deep inhale, arms up. On the exhale, taking the left arm over to the right side. Inhaling arms up. And then exhaling over to the opposite side. Inhaling up. And then on the exhale, twisting the wrists on the way down, perhaps shaking them at the bottom. And then let's go ahead and come down to our final and most important pose, which is Shavasana. You can take your feet as wide as the mat, shrug the shoulders away from the ears, and allow for the knees to just come together and collapse into one another. If you have back issues and you want to stay like this, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, go ahead and lengthen the legs. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Finding your natural breath flow, feeling that healing breath, just going from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Knowing that our pranayama is such a vital life force for us. Choosing to be here in this experience and to realize that what we have done is good enough and is so good for us as we move forward throughout the day. that no longer serve us just go. This is a path that we choose as we move forward, peeling back the layers of self, this yogic path of unity, the union of self, and come closer to ourselves, the knowledge that we are perfect just as we are, as we become aware of who we are. I urge you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you can. If you need to end this practice, start to wiggle your toes, perhaps run a thumb up each one of your fingers. Transition into a nurturing pose, maybe knees in toward the chest or turning onto your right side, cradling your head as you do so into fetal position. You choose where it is that you want to be. If you are ending this practice with me, take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, come to a comfortable seat. Otherwise, continue in Shavasana, that very important meditative pose. Taking a nice deep inhale, bringing your arms all the way up. And then exhaling, bringing the hands down and joining in Anjali Mudra, joining left and right hemispheres, solar and lunar coming together. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you today. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in me, honor, acknowledge, and accept. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in you. Namaste. My name is Lillyvette, and this has been Flow for Balance. Thank you for joining me for this runner's stretch, this stretch that all of us could benefit from. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I hope that you do enjoy my practices, that you like and share the joy and love. Until we meet again, take care and